From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go, and towing the slab in this one, Spencer Miles.
They're going to start this one with the opener because of the matchups. Very favorable. I think we're going to see him empty the tank with really good fastball velocity to try to retire these first three hitters.
So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. Line drive, leaps and he's got it. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
That's a ball. 2-1.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 down, bases empty. And now, Vaughn Grissom. That one misses in the dirt. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Angels go quietly there, and now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Rogers Center, and on the hill, the big righty, Jose Soriano.
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Addison Barger on the ground to third, and foul ball. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Moving in on this one. Long run, tracks it down. 1 up, 1 down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
And he deals. Rip to third. Fires to first in time.
Batting third.
2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
One ball.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Next offering way off the plate. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. Nothing doing for Toronto in the first. We'll go to the second from Rogers Center with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Jorge Soler up at the plate.
Jorge Soler.
Next offering is in for a strike. And this is inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Here's Joe Adele. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Oh, what a stop. Throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
Back now in Toronto, bottom half of inning number 2, and now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Jesus Sanchez. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job, but bad ball hitting.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Next offering upstairs.
2-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Nobody out. Runner at first. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting 6, the second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Got him swinging. And here is Sosa to the plate. Pickoff move to first. Sanchez dives back in safely. Two outs. Pitch misses. 2-1. Second inning here, no score. That misses, and that's ball 3. Andres Jimenez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Right down the chute, and the count's full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Here's Andres Jimenez. 2 on, 2 outs. Pitch misses outside, and it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Bounce to the right. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Blue Jays leave a pair. We'll move to the third with no score. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. Clips the corner, and the count is 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Here's the Angels catcher. On the ground. On to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
Batting up, the center fielder, Bryce Teodosio.
And here's the rookie center fielder. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't.
He's so solid. Calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
2-2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial goal.
He takes it on his own, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Angels held in check, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here at Rogers Center, and now the catcher comes up to him, Tyler Heineman. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Inside, and the count is 3-1. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Sets him down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Now batting, right fielder,
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Kazuo Oka. In the dirt. Not in time. He's safe. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Jumps, but it's off his glove. Off balance feed, there's one, and that's all they'll get.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez. Next pitch is outside.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
2 outs. And he takes one right on the black. And it's 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Barker, the runner at third. Guerrero at first. 2 out of the inning. That's a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
First and second, 2 outs. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Stays alive. First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 3 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Angels nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and now the shortstop, Zach Neto. Next offering upstairs.
You know, these Angels just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And that's outside.
3-2.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. This one in the air, center field. Clement racing over to make the catch. Now the third baseman, Vaughn Grissom. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And that is strike 2. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And the Angels are gone in order. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back now in Toronto. Bottom of the 4th. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Foul ball there. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now the first baseman, Lenin Sosa. The 1-1. That one hammered center field. Back there. And that is gone. And they add a run. It's 2-0.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So 1 out, nobody on. And next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. Falling behind 2-1. One down, base is empty. To third, Grissom. Slings to first, 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 down, base is empty. Tyler Heineman next up for the Blue Jays. Just missed. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Zefferjohn up and throwing. Suter warming up as well. To the right side, and it stays fair.
Now batting, the right fielder,
So the lineup flips over. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Addison Barger. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He makes the grab, and that is that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 2-0 ball game.
I need you to bow. When you in the presence of my crown, the beat drop, I won't let it hit the ground. Now you can fix your frown. Ow, and I ain't keep around to get down.
And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler.
And down on strikes he goes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Joe Adell getting ready to hit. Next offering upstairs.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Straighten him up a little bit.
On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Varsho makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. And that drops in for a strike. Movement in the bullpen, Tyler Rogers, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Number 68, the lefty, warming up as well. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
The Angels still looking for their first hit in this one. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Sanchez makes the grab, and that'll do it. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Ryan Zefferjon.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Kazuo Oka now at the plate.
third baseman, Kazuo Oka.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
And
That's a
now
ball.
it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's to third. Grissom tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
For the Blue Jays, the designated hitter,
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 out, bases empty. That
2
one
and 1.
not close. 2-1. Here's Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A solo shot, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Base is empty, one away. Now the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
So digging in, Ernie Clement. Sanchez off of first with 2 away. Zephyr-John throws over. Sanchez back on a dive. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Ball misses. Throw to second. Save! Line to left, and foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. It's now 3-0. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Tyler Rogers.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 1-2. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 2 down. Here's the center fielder.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
And a big swing and a miss.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Up and in, and it's 2-2. On the ground to short, Jimenez whips it to first. That's the 3rd out. Offense held in check there. 7, 8, 9, 2 up in the home half of the inning. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Angels nothing.
Now pitching.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 68. Now here is Lenny Sosa.
The first baseman.
Soy como un carro moderno que prende por un botón. Yo soy como un carro moderno.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his 2nd extra base hit in this one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumping, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Man at second. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Sam Bachman up and loosening in the pen. Suter getting loose as well. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of left center field. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they lead by 4.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
And here's the catcher, Tyler Heineman. Next pitch is outside.
Well, these Jays really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
And strike 2.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, but it's not in time, and they just get 1.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
And now the right fielder, Addison Barger. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. Throw to first, safe.
He's in there, safe.
Third baseman.
Kazuo Oka digs in now. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Shanuel makes the catch, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Zach Neto. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Goes down looking.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Vaughn Grissom. Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a ball popped up. Clement pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Angels go quietly there. They're down 4-0. Brent Suter comes on now.
Number 37, Brent Suter.
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now.
The designated hitter,
And a swing and a line drive into right field. Soler hauls it in, and there's one away.
now batting, the left fielder.
Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Dalton.
So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And that one clips the corner. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they're in front 4-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tommy Nance.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler. The Halos in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
That
Two balls,
misses.
two strikes.
The count now 2-2. Nance sets, fires. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back on this one. Reaching for it, makes the catch. And he's now just 5 outs away. He's got a real shot at this thing.
Yeah, Boog, he is rolling just in one of those grooves where he looks pretty unbeatable today.
The Angels down by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Oh, and he was just 5 outs away from the no-hitter, Boog. Heck of a game he's had, an excellent performance, but now he's got to get right back to attacking the next guy.
Man at first, and here's the first baseman, Nolan Shanuel. Now this is in the air down the line. Sanchez gets under it, corrals it, and there's 2 down.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Oswald Peraza.
And next for the Angels, Oswald Peraza. Ripped on the ground to second, throws to first in time. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Angels leave 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back here at Rogers Center, now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle, and a good start to the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So a man aboard, and now for the Jays, Lenny Sosa.
Ball.
Boog, the runner at first
2
needs
balls,
to be
1
careful
strike.
right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
And that's in for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Andres Jimenez, the next to hit.
Runner.
To first, and they've got him picked off. To second, and he's out.
You're out.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Lays out and makes the play.
We take another look at that great catch. On this turf field, you really have to be sure because there is no forgiveness. He sacrificed. It's going to hurt, but it was totally worth it.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, number 38. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ball popped up. Gardner on his way over. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
He's 2 outs away. And now the center fielder. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. One down, base is empty. That missed by a lot. Ball 2. Got him swinging. Angels with only 1 out left.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Rip towards third. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Blue Jays use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB.
Traders, I gave you hard work and labor.